Hi, I'm Maria, and I love to cook. And I just made a wonderful Thanksgiving. Tons of cooking, tons of cleaning, tons of prep. Everyone loved it. And then we had leftovers. And then I did all kinds of breakfast dishes and lunch dishes. And then I made my brother amazing steak and potatoes and cream spinach. And now everyone's gone. My daughter's with her friends. My husband's off working. My family had to leave, my extended family, to get back to the real world. And I want food, but I don't want one of those delicious leftover turkey sandwiches that I've already had 3 of with the cranberry sauce and the mayonnaise. And I want something different. I want ricotta cheese on fresh pasta with a light meat sauce. But I don't have any ricotta or ricotta cheese, and I'm not going out there. It's crazy out there. I'm not dealing with traffic. I'm lucky I have 2% organic milk that is not ultra pasteurized. I wish I had whole milk, but this is gonna work just fine. This is a half a gallon of milk. It's 2%. You can use 2% or whole. Don't do 1% or 0. Now I'm gonna pour it into a pot and I'm gonna heat it up to 200 degrees. It's very important, it's essential that it not be ultra pasteurized. I'm gonna make delicious whole milk ricotta cheese. So I wanna get my whole half a gallon into my big pot. And I'm going to turn the heat on, and over medium heat, I'm going to bring this up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you need an acid, either lemon juice, white vinegar, or citric acid. Because I like to make cheese. I just happen to have citric acid, so I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of that. But I'll tell you how you can just as readily do this with lemon juice or white vinegar. Anyway, this has to come to 200 degrees. Then I'm going to add my citric acid and my salt, and I'm going to let it sit, start my water boiling for my pasta, make my meat sauce, and I'm going to have a wonderful dinner that I like just for me. Temperature is now about 175, and that's good enough for me. You want to be between 175 and 200 Fahrenheit, and it's a little over. It's almost 180, so I'm happy. What I want to do is turn the heat off. Take my thermometer out. Now you could use 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice or 1/3 of a cup of distilled white vinegar. But I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of citric acid. And actually I'm thinking I might want a little more than that. So I might put another 1/4 of a teaspoon in. And I'm going to stir that. I'm going to add salt. Now the salt at this point is optional. You can add it later. I'm going to add about just 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to grab that citric acid if I can find it and add another 1/4 teaspoon. And then what you want to do is you just want to let this sit undisturbed for about 20 minutes. So you add in your acid, whether it's citric acid or lemon juice or vinegar, white vinegar, and then you leave it stir it once. And then you leave it alone for about 20 minutes. So I added another 1/8 of a teaspoon, give it a gentle stir, and now I'm going to leave it. There's my strainer lined with cheesecloth and set over a bowl. And there's my soon-to-be ricotta cheese. You can see how beautiful it looks. I'm going to take the bigger curds and put them in that strainer, and then I'm going to pour everything in. Okay, so here I have it. I've left it undisturbed for around 20 minutes. And what I want to do now is I want dinner, so I'm going to get this out. I have a nice big slotted type spoon, and I'm just going to gently, without disturbing anything, lift up the curds, and the whey is what's falling back into the pot. And I'm going to just let that drain till most of the liquid comes out, but I don't want to wait forever. And then I'm going to gently place it into my cheesecloth. And I'm going to keep going, getting out all of the nice solids that are formed and leave it behind the whey. Now you can use the whey to make bread dough, you can use it to feed it to your dogs, you can drink it. It's actually really good for you. Or you can dump it down the drain. I just want the ricotta cheese right now. Again, gently, and I'm just going to keep going. The drier you want this to be, the longer you're going to let it sit in the cheesecloth. But really, you can eat it right now. and it'll be absolutely delicious. I'm going to give it about 10 minutes because I want to put water on the boil and make some pasta. And a quick little meat sauce. And then I'm going to have a nice little dinner just for me. And there you have it, my homemade ricotta cheese on top of a quick homemade tomato sauce, some tricolored fresh fettuccine, my pretty little Newfie placemat, my pretty little Newfie vase with some roses, and I'm gonna have myself a wonderful dinner. There's a pug, he's not a Noof. There's my griffin, he's not a Noof. There's my baby Noof, my big boy's outside. At any rate, I'm hungry. Happy cooking, everybody.